Okay, so day one of the bathroom destruction. As you can see, we're missing the vanity and the vanity mirror and the cabinet that goes above the toilet. And we're missing the shower. So all of that has been taken out, and he's discovered a few things. One is they used sheetrock for lining the bathroom in parts. I don't think it's all sheetrock though. I think I guess that's sheetrock. I thought it was paneling, but apparently it's sheetrock. And I don't know what the difference is between sheetrock and drywall. They might be the same thing. I'll look that up for the video. You can see I've got some big holes in. He thinks the cabinet was actually custom made. Oh, I was getting ready to sit on the bathtub edge, and there's no bathtub edge. He thinks the vanity was custom made because it was nailed in rather than screwed in. That might be, I don't know. If so, it probably looked nice 25 years ago, but not now. Taking a look at things, I don't think anything is necessarily wrong with that part of the wall right there, but I did mention that I had some mold, and you can see right there, that is the black mold, all that black that you see, and he cut a large part of it out. That's why my sinkhole is so much bigger. It was just, whoops, can't see my foot. It was just that square right there. But he took a lot of the mold off. The black mold starts with an S, and I can't pronounce it, so I will put the word here. And he also said I had aspergillus, something like that. I'll put that word up here also. But the A1 is not necessarily a mold, but they put it in the mold category. It's found a lot in moist areas. And as I was reading about it, they were describing it as asexual and sexual. I forget now. I just remember the non-active form is considered asexual. And I went, oh, okay. This type of fungi has sex. Which explains why it multiplies. No. So I knew I had some mold, but I apparently had a lot more than I thought I had. The wallpaper, which I had showed you a little bit of before, if I zoom in on it right there, I have a pair of shorts that I have a picture of me in as a kid that looks just like that print. Whoops, zoomed too far out. So I will find that picture. I've got it somewhere. I'm glad to know that there is some insulation on the outside wall. I thought that there wasn't there for a long while, but back before I replaced my windows, you could feel the wind blowing through the walls. The other side of that wall is a stairwell, and then that's the closet wall. If I can back up a little bit, you can see right there. The new shower is going to go all the way, the walls are going to go all the way to the ceiling. They did not put in the contract to take the closet out, so it doesn't look like that's going to happen. If we look at the floors, I don't think I talked about this in the original photo. You can see it's got some modeling. That is, I believe, from the glue discoloring the linoleum. And it's been like that since I moved into the house. It might have gotten a little worse, but it's been there. But there's the original linoleum, which I think is interesting. I actually like it better than what they have down on the floor now. Although that bluish pattern limits how you can decorate. But yeah. So there we go on that stuff. I don't know if he did anything inside the closet. I think he had to get in there for the, yeah. He had to get in there to access that part of things. That's where the piping was. So I guess I should have taken those shelves out. I did clear them off. And I don't know if he's going to fix that hole in the floor. Hopefully he does when he puts the flooring in. But speaking of the flooring, they ordered, turn the light back off. They ordered the wrong flooring. They had a light gray wood grain floating wood laminate, and that's not what I wanted. So they have to order what I wanted, which is more, it's still going to be vinyl laminate, but it's going to have a rock look to it. So that supposedly isn't going to be a problem for them to fix. So you guys can't see me in the mirror now, and I'm still dressed. That's the amazing part. Oh, and the other thing I didn't talk about, that light up there. That light right there, they are going to replace that. And I didn't mention that in my previous pre-renovation talks. So he was like, "Are we taking the wallpaper down?" I said, "Yep, it's getting painted." He said, "Okay." Because as you guys could tell, that wallpaper was wanting to come down all on its own. All right, so that's the end of day one. You can see the sun is setting. It's actually not that blue outside. That's the tint on the windows. It's making it look blue. It's actually kind of gray out, a little foggy, a little gray. So, all right, I'll see you guys on day two. Hey everybody, just doing a check-in. This is Wednesday. They started doing the bathroom on Monday, and this is where we're at. I've taken pictures along the way, and so I'll insert them here and there as I'm talking about what's going on. But as you can see, it's been demoed. They have a little bit of a mess. Just kind of looking at everything. He's going to put some self-leveler on the floor. He's going to put another layer of floor down, mainly to strengthen that area in there. That's where the toilet was, and there was some trickling water. Sometimes it was trickling, sometimes it wasn't. So he's going to put another layer of boards down, and then right in here are the pictures that I'm showing of the black mold that was found back behind when he took the sheetrock down. That's the black mold that was on the beams and wood back there. So it's really good that I didn't try to do this myself and only replace the vanity, the toilet, and the tub myself. I'm glad I hired somebody to actually take a look at things that knew what they were doing to do things. This is going to be for the sink. They've actually moved it down because it was right here. And so they've moved it over to this spot because we're going to move the sink down. And that's to give more room in this opening area. I got tired of squeezing through that. You saw that in my video where I was taking everything out. It was not fun. So he did that. Now this is the new tub. The new tub is going to be white. It is not the same color as what the walls will be. But he had to level the tub a little bit. The floor slopes that direction just a little bit. So he's shimmied it some to level it out. In fact, he had to cut the bottom of the drywall over here because it wasn't quite level either. So a little bit of warping. It's not unusual. It happens. But he's gone and done that. And as you can tell, they've got the purple drywall up. This is a sheetrock that is... That was the cat. It probably came up on the microphone. The purple sheetrock is used in bathrooms and other humid rooms in the house because it is mildew resistant, mildew and mold resistant. And so not only does he have it on the wall that the actual shower will be on, but he's gone ahead and put it on these walls. I don't think he's doing that wall or the closet because he did cut it out to there. So I don't think he's going to do it in that spot. I think he did that spot because there was water damage in that corner. I do know that. So I think that's why he went ahead and did that spot. The plywood is for the grip bar. And so I've got to decide where I want the grip bar. I've never had a grip bar. But I do know that more and more companies are encouraging grip bars because of they being safer. And hey, we all get older. And since I don't use anything in the bottom of my tub to keep me from slipping, it's probably a good idea to have a grip bar. So I've got to decide where I want the grip bar at, but that's about the height that he normally puts it. So he just put the plywood in there and is going to put that up. Tomorrow he's supposed to put the walls up, so we will see how that goes. I'm not sure what he's doing with this wall. I don't know why there isn't purple board there. I haven't asked him. I'm trying not to ask him too many questions. But, hey, there's my window all naked. He had to take the molding off to put the new sheetrock up, so we'll do that. He also had to move my light over. It was over here, so he's moved it over so it'll be centered over the vanity. And yeah, and he's also going to put in an outlet right about here that will be GFCI, something like that. Ground fault, I think, is what the GF stands for. But it's the type of socket that will allow you to use the hairdryer, and if it accidentally falls into the water, you won't get electrocuted. Apparently, that outlet does not do that. So, that is not a bathroom safe outlet. It's not bad, but it's not bathroom safe either. So, he's going to put another one in right about in this area. And then this, we're leaving open in case I ever need to access it. It's the wiring from the wall heater that I had. So we're just going to put a plate over it. And that's what I need to look for. I forgot about that. And then that box is going to be the thermostat for the heated flooring. So that's where we're at with all of that. Let me take you downstairs and show you what he did down there. Okay, we're actually in my half bath downstairs. So luckily I do have this toilet that I've been able to use since I don't have a toilet upstairs. I don't have a shower though, so I've been having to go to Dad's house to shower. This is new piping that he's put on right there. He said that the original piping that was there was not to code. This is the bathtub drain. Get over on this side too so you can kind of see what he did. He did have to cut this beam more than halfway through the beam in order to get the piping in, and I was concerned about that, so he went ahead and put a sister board across. It goes from this wall to that wall to strengthen this beam to make sure it doesn't collapse or anything. The bathtub is kind of, let me get this way, the bathtub lays between these two boards here, and I don't know how much of the weight would actually go on those two boards. Since this is the center board, he went ahead and sistered it for me. I'll go ahead and talk this way. I think I'm okay in frame. The mirror's dirty though. So that's where we're at with things, and we're only 3 days into the 10 days. So we will see how the rest of it goes. He's hoping to get the walls up and the vanities in tomorrow. So talk to you guys soon. I forgot that this was also discovered. It's filled in with debris right now. But these little holes right through here are apparently evidence of, trying to cover it back up. Those little holes are apparently evidence of carpenter ants. And there's a trail that goes from right here over to there. And that's exactly where the edge of the vanity was. So that was also discovered. Hey everybody, we are at the end of day 5. Pointing you at the window. There wasn't anything to film yesterday. He was just putting more mud up on the wall, finishing some of the plumbing and electrical. And you couldn't really see much on that, so I didn't film anything yesterday. I didn't even take pictures yesterday. He stored everything in here. He didn't want it outside for the winter, for the weekend. Seems like it's going to be forever. Geez, I want to shower again. I did go to Dad's house and showered today. So I do have a shower. It's just not at my house. So as you can see, more mud on the wall. I think that's the third coat. Well, third coat for some spots. I think first coat for others. Like right there. That looks like just one coat. Make it ultra wide since it's a tiny area. There's the shower walls. They are now in. And the walls go all the way to the ceiling, which is nice. I debated about having the tiled look, but I think I'm glad I went with the tiled look. It's actually pressed into the molding. So I think that looks good. And then that's where it meets the bathtub. So that was a lot of today, plus he had to get back to the shop, which is 2 hours away, and unload all the trash and everything. So that's what he's doing. Whoops, I started to back out, but let me... He was keeping all the trash in here. Now it's a little more organized. The shutters I'm getting rid of. We're going to keep the molding though. And the drapery, the curtain rack, the thing, those will be gone. What I am going to do is go ahead and get the shelves out of there, because when he does the flooring, he's going to have to do that flooring also. And those shelves will just be in the way. I wasn't sure what was happening with the closet, which is why I didn't go ahead and remove them. But we'll go ahead and do that before he comes back Monday. Here's the back side. They took the wallpaper off, but since it is not drywalled, it's just regular sheetrock, not drywall. I think there's technically a difference between drywall and sheetrock. I still don't know enough of the difference to say it verbally, but they did go over where they took the wallpaper off to smooth it out, so that when the paint goes on, it'll look nice and smooth. All right, that's where we're at with everything. As I back out of the bathroom, tiny little thing, which is why I was wanting more space. And that's why the vanity right here is smaller than the original vanity I had in here, because I wanted to give myself a little more space than what I had. I think that'll work out for the best in the future, rather than worrying about having a lot of counter space in the bathroom, which is already tiny as it is. All right, I will catch y'all on Monday. Hey everybody. We are on day 6. This is Monday, the second Monday. And we've got a little bit more done now. Just a little bit more. He's actually done a lot, but it's hard to tell as far as just looking. But there was more mud done. This is the final layer of mud. And he has the sink in place, the mirror in place, and the cabinet. With the different colors, it looks like the cabinet is crooked, but it's not. It did take me by surprise there for a second. But something I didn't realize was how tall that sink is. But that's going to be okay. It can be tall. I know it's going to be easier to use it for the hair if I ever have to and can't use the tub for whatever reason. It's a nice tall sink, and if I get over there, you can see it has 3 drawers and an under door. He still has to put the faucet and everything in. He put in a secure outlet so I don't electrocute myself. I'm trying to be careful so that I don't touch the mud as it's drying. It's the new medicine cabinet. No rusted shelves. Very pretty on the inside. There will be a light that goes in over the top there. And then the cabinet is the same thing on the inside. Nice wood shelves. Looks like he got a little bit of mud on the cabinet. That's all right, it'll wipe off. He thought he was going to put another layer of subflooring in, but hold on. I just made that mess right there. So I'm going to fix it. Before I fix it though, I'll go ahead and finish this part of the video. He is going to fix the floor in the closet that had a little, it was to put laundry, I'm assuming, down, but it's basically useless. So he's going to fix the hole that's in the floor in the closet. And then he's got the right flooring and everything for my floor. All right, that's it for day 6. Bye. Do you see that little booger? That little booger right there. The guy just left the bathroom not even half an hour ago, and there's already a damn spider that's moved in. Ah! I was trying to see if I could get this gunk off the door jamb. I don't ever remember touching the inside of the door jamb. Just leaning in, getting the laundry out, leaning back out again. But this stuff, whatever it is not coming off. I mean, I'm getting a little bit on the cloth, but it is not coming off. It's on this side too. Just nasty. It's a good thing we're painting. It is hard to see it. We are at the bathroom wall on the south wall, the window wall, and the kitties have left some nice marks in the fresh paint, both on the wall and along here. You can kind of see. So I've got some protectant to put there in those spots, but I need to repaint them before I can put it down. So that's what we are doing today.